to go 4G. There we go, should work, hopefully. And it should be running again, hopefully. So another problem. Not into fine-tuning it yet, but yeah, this looks pretty good. Nice, and the video seems to also be nice. Yeah. So anyway, so that's my player here that I'm toying around with, and it stopped working out of nowhere. And I was like, what is going on? What have I done that stopped making it work? You know, sometimes you have to backtrack, and so I ended up, you know, backtracking a lot, you know, and then saving it as index 2 and index 3 to figure out what is wrong. Or was it in regards to the advertising? There's some words in regards of advertising. And I know Opera, the browser in Opera, doesn't like, you know, if there's something with an ad, it can actually block it, which, you know, which is, you know, we hate ads, of course. But if you're trying to figure out in regards to a program, how it works and so forward, it's kind of a, you know, any case. So it stopped working on the computer, and I was like, what is going on here? What have I done, you know? And I tried it in another browser, and it still didn't work. And I was like, what about the others? You know, they still worked, you know, so, and I'm like, what is going on? Then I tried on the mobile. It seemed to work on the mobile. At least it, you know, it came up. And trying around with it, you know, I was like, what is going on? You know, I just, these insanities, right? And so I copied the, you know, the file over to index 3 and tried to toy around with it and, you know, delete some of the things and see what, you know, okay, I'll delete this and delete that and delete, you know, it's like, you know, I had no idea what was wrong, right? So I deleted the beginning of the playlist, as you know, I had the UTP, Testimonies of Jews Who Found the Messiah, and UTP, A Woman Rides the Beast. I had them at the top. So the first thing it would load was the Testimonies of the Jews Who Found the Messiah. Apparently, I don't know what has, you know, maybe YouTube is down or something like that. But it made the player totally break. If so. But anyway, I removed the first couple of, you know, of this list, and then it began to work again. I was like, okay. Then I deleted one of them, and it still did the same. And then I deleted the other one. It's just, and then it stopped doing it. And so I knew that one of them was the issue, but I found out there was both of them in regards of YouTube. And I'm now getting an error in regards of error loading YouTube playlist. In regards to the playlist. So now you know, when the program opens up in F. Carl Cole Hayes new Psalms 49, which are on the server itself, again, I don't know why it would break the program, because that seems to be, you know, that seems to be kind of bad. Now it did open up on the mobile. It seemed I didn't get into toying more with it to see what it would have said and done and all that. So, what happened now? Okay, it's still in regards of problem. Okay, so when I am at this playlist and it's broken, the player just stops working altogether, which is kind of bad because you want to have an error report, right? So anyway, so now okay. So if I open, you know, the thing is there's the link for going to the same place again and all that. You can turn that off, of course, but so let's go to the UTP, A Woman Rides the Beast, which is the other one, and it says error loading YouTube playlist. So I don't know if they found out that I was streaming from them or something like that. I don't know, or maybe YouTube is down or something like that. I don't know. Interesting that both was closed down at, you know, pretty much at the same time. It's two different YouTube links, so I do wonder in regards of other YouTube things if they have stopped working as well. Again, it might be YouTube that have found out that, you know, that's in regards of this address and all that, and they don't want to have that or something like that, and close it down. Let's take this one of YouTube. Oh, that works. And that works. That works. And that works. So all the YouTube links that I have seem to work. That works as well. That works as well. And that works as well. So I'm not sure why the playlist would stop working. Both of them, you know. Doesn't. There is a YouTube setting in the application, but I didn't touch any of. And of course, it's still playing YouTube. So, but it has, you know, error loading this playlist. So I wonder what is wrong with it. A list playlist. It's two different playlists. A Woman Rides the Beast and Testimonies of Jews Who Found the Messiah. Maybe YouTube sometimes changes the links or something. I don't know. But of course, it was kind of bad that the program itself doesn't. It seems to stall when you know. So the guy that made the program really need to fix that, because you know you don't want a broken. Just search on Testimonies of Jews Who Found the Messiah on YouTube, and oh, there we go. I Met the Messiah. That's Testimonies of Jews Who Found the Messiah. I Met the Messiah. It's another name, but it's.
Here's what you need to do.
Yeah.
You've got the first shape.
This is the playlist. I Met the Messiah. Testimonies. Oh, maybe it's me that write that thing in regards of. Anyway, yeah, you get into a lot of weird issues here and there where you're trying to figure out what is, you know, everything was working, you know, pretty much. And, you know, without any issues, I was just going along, right? And then you end up getting into these where you end up using a lot of time on figuring out what is wrong. Now, in regards to the list, I should be able to. Here we go with the list here. PLX. Let's see if it has changed. Again, maybe they just changed the. Maybe it's something YouTube maybe does sometimes or whatever. Let's see here. No, it actually does seem to be the same. Yeah. It doesn't seem to be different than the one I have. It just says error loading YouTube playlist. I don't know why. Apparently I have broken the YouTube thing in this application in some way or another. And I have no idea what is the issue. You know, where I made the issue, and again, I even tried to go backward, and it still didn't. You know, fixing all the, and it still, you know, had the problems. There must be some settings then in the player that it doesn't accept, and won't play the. I don't know. Again, I'll have to try around with it, you know, trial and error as usual, and trying to figure out. So I guess those two should actually, playlists should work on other places. So if I fix them inside another file, they should play these two. Shouldn't be any problem with those. Apparently it seems to be another setting that might be, you know, fixing up as well. You know, sometimes you get kind of tired of these things. Well, you do get kind of tired of these things. So let's just put those two there, copy paste them inside that file and save. And I'll jump to the. Well, actually, it's going pretty good in regards. So besides that, I think my brain is working better than, you know. It's working pretty good at the moment, at least. It could work a lot better, of course, but So let's see. Jesus is God Almighty, and let's full screen. .html. So I haven't really done much editing in regards of, maybe, no, why does it say it's problem full screen? HTML, didn't I write the right address, full screen? Okay, does it? I don't know. This is, I don't know what is going on. Weird things. Jesus is God Almighty.live. The address should be correct. So why does it not work? Yeah, the address works. Oh, this is me. That is okay. Of course I need to, it's an under domain, of course, So that's me. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go to the YouTube and see. I don't know what is wrong. Apparently it's saying error loading YouTube playlist. Again, maybe it's YouTube blocking, something is wrong, clearly. Maybe YouTube have blocked it. That wouldn't be it happened at the same time, so, and it's two different, sadly I don't have more than two lists on the but yeah, I think it might just be YouTube blocking me on these things. It must be something of that nature. Because it doesn't work on the other player as well, and there should be no problem with working. It's so yeah. Okay, I think they probably blocked me from using. It's just kind of annoying. Not that I wouldn't. I don't need YouTube anyway. I'm just using it to test things, right? And so and of course some of it, it's interesting to actually look at, instead of I do wonder why I'm not blocked with the other videos then, why it's only playlists that I'm blocked by now. I think it must be something of that nature. I really can't see why these shouldn't work. Oh, by the way, in regards to the noise, it's my outside computer fan. The inside computer fan is ruined, and the outside now is also ruined. It's my old computer, but it still works. But it is falling apart. But as long as it works, So maybe I should just turn it off. There we go, that was much better. So the only thing that I can come up with is that YouTube must have blocked me. Now, even if they blocked me and all that, I still think the program itself should have told me, in regards to this error, not close down the program, not working. It makes the program not work when those, and the program should still be able to go around and do what it needs to do. The only way I could get the report from the application itself was to start up on on files that are on the computer itself, so the program starts up working, right? And then I wonder what happens if I do it here, yeah, there we go. It says error loading YouTube playlist. And again, I've just tried to copy them into another, which I haven't edited and all that, and that doesn't work either. So, so it doesn't seem to be my code that is the problem. And you know, there shouldn't be anything in regard. I haven't touched those. You know, I have changed the name in regards of UTP, but it was, you know, it was just out of nowhere. You know, that it stopped working. You know, I didn't touch anything that should have you know, messed with the. Okay, let's try to. The problem again is when you are in this mode, it will just, and you open it up, it will, well, on the mobile it seems to actually, well, I'm not sure if it actually refreshing this. Let's try to just delete this and see if it can get it to refresh. Okay. So again, the only thing that I can think of is that YouTube might have blocked me. Blocked it. It actually is very nice. This actually looks pretty good. Because, you know, last time I looked at it, it didn't look good. You know, when I turned it this direction, it looked terrible. Let's see how it looks now. If it looks good or bad. Or maybe not work. Well, it doesn't seem to do much. That's bad, of course, if it doesn't work just because you turn on. But it looked pretty good in regards to the other way. Oh. Ugh. Let's try to go there. It's loading. There we go. Now it's not looking totally bad, you know, but it could be a lot better. That's for sure. Not entirely sure what, you know, we still, you know, you still have a good amount of space in regards of the last time I loaded it up. Also, of course, with another skin, it was just totally, you know, it's really, really hard to do anything. But this looks workable. Now, it would be nice if I could actually make it use more of the space. I have some problems in regards to the psalms as well, in regards to the names and how it puts it, you know, oh, well, of course, I'm on video and all that, so it has problems with. And that looks good. Looks like it's working. And of course, it seems to maybe break it when I do like this, which is sad. Yeah. It doesn't seem to re-upload it when you turn it around. I'm not sure what can be done about that, but you know, if of course the idea is not to use the mobile anyway in regards to this, but you know, it's just nice to have it, right? If there's anything you want to show people and all that, you have the data with you, you can show them a video or whatever or something like that. That's of course a way to yeah, that looks pretty good, you know. Yeah, that looks really good, I think. I would like that the video would go totally up, you know, on top of it. I don't know in regards to the menu what settings I put for that. The colors are pretty good in regards of orange all down the line. I don't know in regards of orange, you know, it's just, you know, the mobile theme, and orange is always, you know, it's nice. It's easy to see. I might change the color of orange a little to a little more light orange, but like on the mobile itself, you know, would be nice with actually the mobile color that I have on the theme is actually a pretty nice orange color. So yeah. Wow, getting tired. I should really get out and have a swim, so I'm, you know, so the body wakes a little up. As you can see, there's problems in regards to the psalms. In the old version, it didn't put the name of the psalms on it. It just gave it a name itself, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it worked without, you know. Now, of course, in regards to changing the name, there was some problems, and apparently the setting is still there in the program, and yet doesn't do anything, it seems. So I don't know if the feature is even used for anything. or if you can just delete it from the HTML file, you know. So let's see here. So let's go for the. Yeah, seems pretty good as well. But this looks actually looks pretty good. It still hasn't updated that, you know, in regards to that file that is too much. Oh well, let's see here. It should have deleted that file. Apparently the synchronization is not always 100%, you know. I thought it had deleted that file. That is the idea of synchronization, right? It has deleted all the other 6 files, so I'm not sure why it wouldn't delete the last file. So, mixed playlist. And again, YouTube is still apparently working in regards to this. So I'm not sure why it would be blocked on the playlist, but I guess maybe they just think it's too much if you take the playlist and this was, you know, I had an idea in regards of, you know, some playlists you can on YouTube, I think you can only see 200 or something like that, and if there's more than 200, I haven't figured out how you can see more, but I would be able to do maybe that on this program, and I would have liked to try that. And I had a series of things that I was thinking of doing that with, but of course, if I'm now blocked, maybe I can do it on the other website. Actually, I do have another website. Actually, I could check. I could actually try to upload it. The exact same web page. Well, I still would need synchronize, delete it. It said it has deleted it. Yeah, okay. But apparently it said it deleted it last time as well, but apparently not. Again, technology as its finest, right? Always issues. But this looks actually pretty good. This looks actually very, very good on the mobile. I think this is very workable. You know, this is, you know, and of course it's, you know, I'm recording at the moment, so, you know, of course don't expect it to be so responsive and all. That was the thing that I was making I was making this thing in regards of the Gospel of Luke. Now this is just, you know, I'm just toying around and trying to relearn getting a little back to the things, right? And putting in, you know, some different, you know, just to get a feel of it, and a little here and a little there, instead of the original. That's the blue ones here. That's the originals. You know, I got the Hitchens in here, Christopher Hitchens, and a picture of Doug Kaufman and Alberto Rivera and so forward. And Bavarian Alps and all that, I fixed it. You know, the player doesn't automatically fix a picture. So, of course, that is a little sad. In regards of the other player that I had, that was in regards of the music player. It doesn't automatically fix how long the song is in regards of the list. So it's like you would actually need to sit and edit every single one of them in regards of how long it is. And that's, you know, the other option is just to delete the function, you know. And that I did last time. I just couldn't care about that, you know. I can't remember if it actually tells you something in regards to the top, how long the video is. But yeah, that just seemed kind of tedious to me. I would have expected it to actually do it automatically. So there are some things that one needs to do here and there and all that. But very interesting in regards of those YouTube videos that are now not working. And again, it happened at the same instant, you know, apparently. You know, there was no problems with them before. And out of nowhere, you know, problems. They're still apparently active on YouTube. So again, the only thing that I can see is that YouTube have closed me down in regards of that. that I'm not allowed to fix a playlist from theirs on my player. Now again, it's not a big problem. I can actually just download the whole bunch from YouTube if I want and just put it up on my own server, which also is the idea. I really don't want to have all these. I want to be in control and don't have any problems in regards of outside things and all that. So, but again, just testing things and all that. So I think it's kind of annoying that they did it. And I did had in regards of Know the Cause where they had like 600 or 800 videos in a playlist. I would have liked to try that and see if it actually could do all the 800 or 600, but I might be totally blocked now. I think I'm probably is totally blocked from using any, any information from. I would think that might be the case. Now I do have another web host that may or may not work in regards of YouTube, and in regards to the list. But I think the water has been closed on this place in regards to that. The worst thing is that I'm toying around with the HTML file and this just stops working out of nowhere. And of course the player should have given me a report that there's something wrong. But it didn't because the player stopped working as well. And that, of course, should be fixed in the player itself. Because that's pretty valuable, right? To tell you what is wrong, If I actually had gotten the error at the beginning, I would have, it would actually be interesting to try to do like this. Are we on the index? Yeah, we are on the index. And copy that and make it in the beginning again and see what the mobile says in regards of it. Okay, so now it shouldn't load. Well, it actually, the player does load, but it never comes up because apparently apparently it seems I'm closed down from YouTube, right? So, okay, so let's see if we can find the link here. Yep, okay, that's the AV partner. We need this link. Yeah, okay. It's nice to get a little control over the things and all that. Wow, it worked again. I don't know. I really don't know. It worked. It went directly into YouTube now. What about the other one? That works again. I don't know. That's again in regards to technology, whereas now it works again. I have the whole playlist now. It's just insane, And there must have been a problem with YouTube or something then, or whatever. I don't know, but it works now. Now it works. Now YouTube works again. Now I can't even get the error. It just works. Yeah, all of them. Oh, it just works now. Everything works again. Interesting. I guess then there must have been something in YouTube that must have been broken in regards of getting the data. I don't know. So I'm not blocked apparently. I'm still able to get the information now again. So the problem that I had was never a problem. I should just have closed it down, taken a break around an hour, and instead of using time on trying to figure out what is wrong, So I just wasted an hour or something like that trying to get it to work and toying around, and actually I need to then fix some of the other things that I have, where I've tried things, just wasting my time pretty much. I thought it was, in regards of the ads or whatever, maybe that's the case that it won't load or whatever, all that. But now it just works. Now it works, you give me a break, Oh my, I'm just, oh my. any case, now at least I know that I shouldn't have YouTube videos on the first list, you know, because then I'm not going to get the error. So I'll, you know, it's not a smart choice to have the YouTube videos in the first line of. So we'll just delete them again and have them below the list, so the player actually does turn up, so it can get me an error message if it doesn't work. But again, it breaks when you go on YouTube, and that's, you know, if the YouTube is not there and it breaks, then it breaks the player, and then you need to reload. And if you have people going to your website, this is not so good, you know. You would like the player to be able to continue to just choose something else, right? And it doesn't, it breaks, you know. So I don't know if there's a setting for it, or if there's a possibility of, you know, if there's something that one could change to make it work. Maybe but again, I've written like 4 letters to him, emails, and I haven't seen anything from him yet. So if I send one more, you know, the problem is the problem if I send in questions to him and he's not answering the questions, and you know, I guess he's probably busy, but you know, you are paying for the support, right? So, and so yeah. Anyway, so far so good. At least it's fixed now, you know. Just didn't need to do anything, you know. Just less time work, you know, and apparently yeah. That's incredible. Anyway, so again, a problem that wasn't really a problem, you know, that made a lot of problems. You know, okay, I guess I learned something. So don't have YouTube, you know, on the first in regards to playlist and all that. And you know, like if you look, you know, there we go. Now it works, right? Let's see if it. Yeah. No. What? I don't know. And this is the maniac things in regards of technology in these days. Error loading YouTube playlist. What are you talking about? You know? What are you talking? I've just done it on the computer. You have to be kidding me. Okay, let's try to reload it. That's incredible. It just worked on the machine again, and now it doesn't work again. Are you kidding me? Oh. Well, hopefully this will, you know, fix it. But, you know, I don't know. This is... Oh my. I don't know what to do. You know, this is crazy. This is utterly crazy. You know, this doesn't make sense at all. Okay. Well, I guess you get on. Okay, let's try to. Can I just come on? There we go. Okay, I'll save that. Okay, and yep, it's uploaded, and I'll try to. It just worked on the computer. You know, again, it totally doesn't make sense. But at least. No, okay, let's see what happens. Okay, no, it actually comes up. Oh, and that works. Why does it work? When it doesn't work, like I've copied the very thing that doesn't work. What is wrong? This is totally maniac, you know. Doesn't make sense at all. Absolutely does not make so. You know, I copied the same code and put it in place in front of it all. And then it works. And the exact same thing written, and now it works. but the other ones does not work, which have the exact same code. That works. Okay, so let's see the two others. I just copy pasted these two, you know. Are you going to give me an error now? What? No, it works now. I don't understand. I really, it's incredible. And this is just my life, you know. This is pretty much just my life. You know, weird issues after another. Okay, let's just delete those again, right? And I'll delete those and save it and see what it does. There's nothing else to try, you know, to do about it, right? In regards to just try it out, right? Let's see what it says. If it now gives me arrows again, now maybe it just works and maybe it doesn't, you know, maybe it's just up and down, I don't know, but okay, let's try that again, YouTube. If it works now, that's, you know, now it works. Wow. Yeah, but it doesn't seem like it's on my end. I don't think it's on my end. Hopefully it's not the program that just, you know, sometimes work and doesn't work, you know. That would be, of course, bad. But now it works again. Now I've deleted the other ones that, you know, it's just I haven't really had any problems with it. Now, of course, I'm sitting on the new version and all that and setting things up and all that. But, you know, on the old version, I didn't have any problems with, you know, of course, I could actually have checked the old version as well in regards, because I have the same playlist if the same problem was there. And that would, of course, if the same problem was there now, or in regards of the old version, then it would, of course, not have. So then it's not the player, then it's outside somewhere. So let's see here. Old version, and let's update that. But so if it happens again, maybe I can. Wow, it's running pretty smooth as well. Okay, let's see here. The Woman Rides the Beast works, and I should actually have tried that when it didn't totally work. You know, just have tried the old version and see if that was still working. Sadly, I wasn't quick enough, but yeah, it still seems to work on the old version. It's actually nice to have the old version just as on a subdomain and all that. Now the old version did break, but I got it fixed, you know, after getting things a little in the right direction. I still have the applications that I'm using still have some problems that I need to, and maybe I need to new install the program again, but it's a little hard to get this program working as you want, you know. But it's free, of course, but you know, all these things that you get of problems is, you know, it's you know, breaking and crashing and doing things that you don't tell it to do. Again, it's just my world, you know, weird things going on, you know, as usual. And you know, things working, not working, working, not working, working, you know. Yeah, it's just my, you know, it's just my life, you know. Yeah, you know, weird things can begin to happen when you become a Christian, you know. I remember also a guy that tried to get something on the internet, and he said, you know, it just, you know, it made a lot of issues for him, but he ended up getting it fixed. But yeah, you know, yeah, weird things. Anyway, what was that video he made? That was actually a pretty good video as well. What was that? That was in regards of what is the meaning of life and all that, and he fixed a video together. It was actually pretty good. And it's interesting how people that are usually, you know, that you don't have any, you know, they're usually sweet and all that, just becomes monsters when, you know, in regards of in regards to the truth, you know, and they can just react very viciously. You know, the sweetest person that you know might react very viciously if you talk about a lot of truth, right? You know, it's just incredible. It's interesting to see how, yeah, yeah. Anyway, so now apparently it works again. But I should have tried the old version at the same instant, of course, and I didn't do that. Now, of course, I still have the. I would like to check that list in regards of, I think it's 600 or 800 things. I would like to see how the player does that. You know, you can set it up to have, you know, a huge amount of on the list, and so sadly the video player doesn't have like a turnaround. You know, the music player has like a turnaround. It's a very lovely feature. And in regards of YouTube, for example, I'm not. Can you actually play on the music player in regards of playlist? If you could, it would actually. If I could turn it around, but I don't think it can actually play from YouTube. Anyway, I have a lot of reading on these. You know, the two players does different things. It's actually a little weird because one you can download MP3s and the other you can download MP4s, and I'm like, why can't you do both? Apparently, the video player you can only download MP4s and not MP3s. You know, it makes a warning in regards of you're not allowed to download MP3s on this whatever, and that just seems weird. You know, why wouldn't you have it both? I mean, why would it be a problem because of an MP3 file? You know, and apparently it can be done on the other application. I'm not sure if MP4s can then be downloaded on the other application. Like for example, here we go with an MP4, right? And I can, well, what does it say actually on the mobile? Please enter your email address where the video download link will be sent. Well, hopefully he will fix that, but he seems to have fixed that in the music player where it just downloads MP3 files directly as it should, you know. It shouldn't send it to your email and then you need to download it. It just should be directly you know, to be able to download from the beginning. Let's try another then, see if we can find an MP3 file. Do I have an, I think in probably the last one is my MP3 file. There we go, yeah. And there we go. So that's an MP3 file that I made some time ago in regards of a children's song of Martin Luther, and we can see that it actually works in regards of this thing that actually looks like yeah. Anyway, I'll not. I have made the colors so it looks less like it. You know, that so you're not thinking about, you know, the Roman Catholic false god and all that. The wafer god, you know. Anyway, but you know, it looks like sun rays around the cookie, you know. And anyway, they're false you know, that false god, they're wafer god. Anyway, the idea is then, you know, if you push on the download, it says only MP4 files hosted on your server can be downloaded. That doesn't really do it for me, you know. Are you kidding me? You can't even download MP3 files on your. Why wouldn't you make it available to download MP3 files? So I'll need to talk to this guy again. You know, this doesn't, you know, because it should be able to do it. There shouldn't be any problem with it. I don't see a reason why it shouldn't be able to do it. You know, and again, he has the other player that, you know, does. We can go to the other player. I really should get out swimming, so my body will wake up. Sticky, what is it called? all those names. Sticky SRP. Let's see here. So this is the music player, or the, well, it's called something else. It's called the Sticky Royal Audio Player. Yeah. So anyway, and it's loading and all that, and that looks pretty good as well, actually. Maybe it could just have, but maybe that's a problematic, but it actually looks pretty good. You can actually see the closure and the open. That looks pretty good. Let's see if we turn it around here, what happens. Does it need a reload or what? No, it actually, now I would have liked it to use more of the screen here, so I'll see what I can figure out. Again, I'm still toying around with this. Where's the colors, by the way? Haven't I set up the colors in this program yet? Apparently not. So, but okay, that's. I thought I had set it up in regards to the colors of the new version, but nope. Just put the links over there. Do we have a YouTube? We actually have a YouTube playlist from that I also have on the other one, apparently. Can you actually, it would be nice if you could actually turn that around, you know, like, wow, I think they actually have it. Let's try it out. Oh, we have a problem with the battery. It actually works. This is wonderful. I had a huge problem because I couldn't, you know, I don't think the feature is on YouTube. Maybe it is, but I couldn't find it. And the problem was that there's so many, I was doing a Doc Kaufman marathon in regards of fungus, and I pretty much got done with it, you know, while I was on the fungal, what do you call it, when I was on antifungals, and I'm still on antifungals, but, you know, when I was on some powerful antifungal, and I pretty much, you know, saw all his and some of them I saw more than once because there was some really good stuff, and to get, and I was, you know, reading up on things and still doing, you know, to turn the boat around, right? But the problem was that you had to move upward because you don't have the thing where you can. So the newest programs was upward, and I of course wanted to see them from the oldest to the newest, right? But I couldn't flip the. At least I don't know how to do that. Maybe there's a YouTube application that you need to download, and maybe you can do that then, right? But it actually seems like I actually have the possibility of just doing it here. Very nice. Very, very nice. I would like that in the video as well, this feature, you know. Actually works on YouTube as well, it seems. Awesome. If it actually works in regards of playing, by the way. I'm not sure if it actually works in regards of playing on the mobile. Because there's still somewhere it works in some browsers and doesn't work in other browsers, and you know, that's another mess, right? Why is it that there's so many like, oh, this browser, you know, it doesn't, you know, this feature works on this browser but it doesn't work on that browser, or the third browser. You get, you know, as many browsers there are, as many different things you get, and this is not how it should be. There should be one standard being followed by every single browser, right? But apparently not. Apparently not in our days. And it seems like it has been gotten worse and worse and worse when it actually shouldn't have been getting worse. It should actually have been getting better, right? And you know, I remember the days where we only had one browser. It was called Netscape. And then Microsoft, the big company, came and pretty much made a total copy of Netscape. You know, it was just totally, you know, the same, you know. And Netscape ended up, and of course that became Firefox, if I remember correctly, and all that. And they have been pretty much destroying that application as well, it seems, on so many levels. But anyway, it's just utter nonsense what is going on in the world. Well, of course, it shouldn't be a surprise that the powers to be in the world are trying to do whatever they can. Now, of course, even if it doesn't work on the mobile, of course, it probably works on the computer. So, and that will be enough for me in regards of fixing them. It would of course be nice that things actually worked on the mobile, right? And overall, again, I have issues in regards of Opera not playing MP3 files in the video player. I think it actually plays the others without any problem. So it's like, it's kind of it's weird, and it's problems, of course, I have to look into, and it's kind of maybe I should make a list of problems I have so I can continue to send the same things to the guy that in regards to the support. So when he doesn't answer a question, I can just I can resend it, until he answers the question or whatever, that might be a way. So I don't get, because when I've sent like 4 emails or something like to him in regards to different questions, but sometimes he doesn't answer the emails, right? So and then you need to rewrite what you wrote last time, and it just takes a lot of time. So maybe I should just make what, in regards of issues, write all the issues down that I have, and so let's see here. Let's go to playlist. Yep. And A Woman Rides the Beast. Let's see if it actually works. There we go. It works. Okay. And then we can turn it around here. Yep. Awesome. That's an awesome feature to have. I wish I had known about that when I was doing the Doug Kaufman thing. But of course I could have, the thing is, I bought these players like half a year ago, and I never got into them. There's so much features, and I had so many other things to do. I have a lot of things, still have a lot of things. I just needed a break from the fungus things, I really needed a break from the fungus, fungus reading and fungus research and all that. So I sat down and toyed around with the player, and so that's what I'm working on now. But so now, of course, I have it. So I don't know in regards to those 600 or 800 shows that is on YouTube, if that is the same in regards of the list being backward. That might be the case, So again, the feature might actually become handy anyway. So I'll have to try that. Find the list and do that. Anyway, I think I'm done for now, and I'm feeling, I could feel a lot worse. I'm actually feeling, even with the weather and all that, it doesn't look good in regards of the weather. It seems to be moist. It seems to be, moisty and all that. And again, in regards to Denmark and all that, gray and all that and moisty. And that seems to have an effect on me in regards of the fungi. It seems, it seems to be able to, of course it has its own life, but, in regards to the weather, if it's like a sunny day, that's the best. That's the best day against the fungus, this day, this bad weather is just bad, And that, of course, not to say that you can't have it bad on the days where it's sunny and all that, but sunny does really seem to have an effect. It's one of these parameters in regards of the, and also the moisture and all that seems to be something that fungus also loves, and sadly we have a lot of that in Denmark. So I would think as the best environment, if one has fungus, would to be in regards of close to the beach, in regards to salt water, so you can get a swim, with salt water, have the salt and all that, that's pretty good in regards of, and sun and dry air might be the best to combat fungus, in regards to the environment. So, yeah. Anyway, wow, well, the time flies, it really flies. And it's nearly 9 o'clock, and, they opened, the swimming hall opened 6 o'clock, and I really need to go there and have a swim, so the body wakes up and, feeling a little good and all that. And I apparently have a meeting today, and I have a lot of things in regards of medicine to also fix. And there's so many things, and as usual. Anyway, have a good one. May Jehovah be with you, and Yeshua be a most precious pearl, and the Spirit of truth be in us all. Amen. Yep, that's all for me, I guess.